Oliver the gnome lived in the heart of Evergreen Hollow, a hidden village where tiny mushroom houses glowed with soft golden lights. The village was surrounded by ancient oak trees, their thick branches stretching high into the sky. Small bridges crossed over bubbling brooks, and the air smelled of fresh moss and wildflowers. But tonight, something was wrong. A chilling wind blew through the trees, carrying eerie whispers. The villagers huddled in fear as dark, shifting shadows crept between the homes, making the glowing lanterns flicker. The whispering shadows had returned, phantom-like beings that haunted the village once every century, stealing light and warmth. Oliver, wearing his red pointy hat and carrying a satchel full of magical tools, knew he had to stop the darkness from spreading. He tightened his belt, adjusted his boots, and prepared for an adventure. Oliver ventured into the Forest of Echoes, a mystical woodland where every sound repeated in ghostly whispers. The trees here were taller than castles, their bark carved with ancient runes. Fireflies danced around like floating stars, casting eerie blue glows. The wind rustled through the leaves, forming unfamiliar words. The shadows had left behind a cold trail, leading deeper into the forest. The path twisted and turned, lined with glowing mushrooms and twisted roots. Suddenly, the ground trembled, and dark tendrils of mist slithered towards Oliver, trying to pull him into the darkness. He leaped onto a fallen log and reached into his satchel, pulling out a crystal that shone like the sun. The mist recoiled, hissing as Oliver pressed forward, determined to find the source of the shadows before they consumed his village. Oliver reached a clearing deep within the forest, where an ancient stone archway stood. The arch was covered in twisting black vines, pulsing with dark energy. Beyond it, a swirling vortex of shadows whispered and shifted, drawing the light from everything around it. This was the Shadow Gate, the portal where the whispering shadows emerged every 100 years. Through the swirling darkness, Oliver could see a ruined kingdom, where towers crumbled under a sky without stars. The realm of the shadows was hungry for light, and now it had set its sights on the gnome village. With a determined breath, Oliver stepped forward, his crystal glowing even brighter. The wind howled as he prepared to close the gate forever, but the shadows sensed his presence and began to rise, forming monstrous figures with glowing eyes. The whispering shadows lunged at Oliver, their forms shifting like black smoke. Some grew wings like bats, others stretched into towering beasts with glowing eyes. They screeched as they tried to extinguish the crystal's light, but Oliver stood firm. With a swift motion, he held the crystal high, sending out golden beams that cut through the darkness. Each ray of light dispelled the shadow, breaking them apart like mist in the morning sun. But more kept coming, surrounding him in an endless swarm. Oliver remembered the old magic of the gnomes, the power of song. He took a deep breath and began to hum an ancient melody that made the trees tremble. The crystal pulsed with light, growing stronger with every note. The shadows screamed as their dark forms crumbled, unable to withstand the harmony of the enchanted song. As the last shadow dissolved, the vortex in the shadow gate flickered and collapsed. The black vines withered, turning to dust, and the portal sealed shut forever. A hush fell over the forest, followed by a soft golden glow as dawn broke over the horizon. Oliver, exhausted but victorious, returned to Evergreen Hollow, where the villagers greeted him with cheers and music. The lanterns shone brighter than ever, and the air was filled with warmth once more. The whispering shadows were no more, and peace had returned. From that day on, the village celebrated the Festival of Light, honoring Oliver the gnome, the brave hero who defeated the darkness. And as for Oliver, he hung his satchel by the door, until the next great adventure called his name.